Here's 2nd and 7. Has his man, it's Ridley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Still has some space inside the 35. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Pollard running left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Dropping back to throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Play action on 1st down. Cup on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left with 4th down here.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
To throw it on 1st down. Has some daylight through the 40. Rolling into enemy territory. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Titans keeping their offense on the field. Love it. They're trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A give up the gut to Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Gets this to Fant. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Walker on 1st down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And this one does not go far. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. That's taken in by Cup. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. Made his 1st one. This is a little over 40. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Chestnut on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Airing it out to start this drive. Has the connection to Ridley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 39. Pass caught by Ridley. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now a toss. It's Pollard. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. This is Ridley working the right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Titans will have a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He'll throw it. He's on the move. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Seahawks up by 6. Walker now from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Second down now, 7 to go. Staying with Walker, and he's brought down for a loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And their defense does it. They take it back for a touchdown, and we're all tied up. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll look to throw it. He completes it in traffic. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running with Walker again. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th.
Not a team in the league that isn't working on specific 2-point plays throughout the week. And man, is it ever gratifying when you get a chance to run one and deliver. Proves everyone was paying attention in practice and in the meeting rooms too.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught him yet. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Not on the same page with his tight end. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And you gotta think they want to run that clock down as low as they can before getting the deciding score, be it by field goal or touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Sly. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.
Alright guys, that's the last video. I know this one kind of been a little bit longer. As y'all are going to see this video, I'll already be sleeping. And another thing I want to say, that I'm sorry for yesterday. The uploads were a little shorter than I was expecting them to be, but you know, you got new ones and these ones are a lot longer. But I love y'all, man. Y'all are the greatest fans in the world, and I appreciate everything that you guys do for me and I do for y'all, man. Like, you know, we're family over here. Be grateful, be humble, be respectful to your parents and to your loved ones. Make sure you keep God first. And I just want to let you guys know, and you guys probably already know this, I love you guys with everything in me, from the bottom of my heart to the top of my forehead to the bottom of my feet. I love y'all to death. And we're going to keep this train rolling. I know around this time school is right around the corner, and yes, I have to go to school. School is only, you ain't got that long before I go back to school, so I'm gonna have to come up with something to keep this grind going. Like, I think I'm gonna have to record in, like, start recording more in the daytime around when the school starts back, y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know, if trust me, we're gonna be recording, but it's gonna have to, I'm gonna have to find another way. Whether I'm gonna have to record in the daytime and I'm just gonna have to be sleepy, because this is my goal. This is what I want to do. So, you know, you got to put the hours in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to figure out something. When that time comes, we're gonna figure it out. But for right now, we're gonna keep on doing what we gotta do. I just want to let y'all know on ahead of a time, school starts back, you know, the uploads are not gonna stop. Promise you that they're not gonna stop, but I can't really gonna be able to do it. Well, yeah, I can do one in the daytime and 2 at night. I could do that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I love you guys. Peace out. Love, love, love. Jolly get out. See you guys tomorrow.